What is up, everybody? 49's Fine, back at you again today with a little bit of a different video. Today I wanted to talk about the brand new resource that us silver and gold stackers have at our disposal. I think this is going to change the game. I think this may even make some waves in the industry because a lot of us only have access to one LCS. Some of us don't have access to any coin shops at all based upon where we live. And now we have an amazing new resource to pick up our favorite pieces. Now, let me say up front, this is not a sponsorship. This is not a commercial. This is not an infomercial. This is in no way in my best interest to push this on my channel. I'm just trying to show everybody this great new resource that we have at our disposal. I'm not getting paid for this. I wasn't even asked to do this. The people that put this together don't even know that I'm making this video right now. I've known about this project for several months now, but I wanted to see the final product before I said anything about it. This will be an amazing benefit to stackers all over the United States and hopefully eventually all over the world. What I'm about to show you is made by stackers for stackers, and that is absolutely evident, which you will see here very, very shortly. But first, let's head over to the computer. What you see here is an eBay page. More specifically, this is the seller's fees page where it displays all the different fees for all the different categories for all the different products that are sold here on eBay. And for the longest time, this was the only resource online that silver and gold stackers had to sell their precious metals to a large audience. But first, let's just take a look at all the general fees that are here on eBay. For most categories, we have a 13.6% fee on sales up to $7,500. 99.9% of us aren't going to be spending over $7,500, so the lower percentage fees on big purchases don't really help us because we're not usually spending that much money at one time. And then when we move over here to sneakers, 8% on total amount of sales, instruments 6.7%, trading cards 13.25%, heavy equipment 3%. I assume that's because heavy equipment is already very expensive. Books, magazines, movies, TVs, and music 15.3%, and then bullion 13.6% if the total amount of the sale is $7,500 or less. And then if it's over $7,500, the fee is still 7%, which is still really, really high. For the longest time, when it came to picking up specific pieces that we couldn't find anywhere else, we were stuck with sites like eBay, and we had to eat the cost of that 13-14% fee. For years, dealers that were attempting to sell their pieces had to accept the fact that they had to eat a 14% cut before they even saw any profit, which resulted in prices being higher than they needed to be. So this has had to go for a while. This is something that we've needed to get rid of for a while. And as of about a week ago, we finally have that resource. And it's an excellent resource and it's designed very, very well. So let's take a look at it right now. And that site is going to be Peer Metals. This is a peer-to-peer site where silver and gold stackers can buy and sell their favorite pieces for a low fee. I believe the fees range from 2 to 3%, which is significantly lower than anywhere else online. Just off of my first impressions, the site itself is very, very easy to navigate. As you can see, you've got your top categories. You've got gold, platinum, silver, vintage silver. It's very, very easy to navigate. And what I really like about it is that it's not immediately asking for your email. It's not immediately popping up asking for your phone number. It's not asking you to sign up for some membership. It's not popping up a bunch of ads. It's just a very, very clean, easy to use site that's built by stackers for stackers, and it's going to save everybody money. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid for this. These guys don't even know I'm making this video. I'm just trying to spread the word of this great resource that we have access to now. This is something that we've needed for a very, very long time. So as we scroll down, like I said, we have top categories: gold, platinum, silver, and vintage silver. This site is going to continue to be improved upon. There's going to be added features. I'm sure they're going to optimize it as much as possible, make it as fluid as possible. It's only going to get better from here, but my first impressions are very, very good with this site. But as of right now, we have 4 very clear options. Let's click on gold here. As you can see, we've got some fractional gold eagles. We've got some gold nuggets, which are really cool. There's not a whole lot of options yet because it's so new, but I'm sure within a year or two, there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of results in the gold section and probably thousands of results in the silver section. And as we look over here on the left, we can see subcategories. You can go to certified and graded, commemorative, error and varieties, foreign coins, fractional, hand poured, junk silver, modern collectibles, pre-33 gold proof sets. There's all different types of filters that you can apply to find exactly what it is that you're looking for. Now, the listings aren't there yet because the site is so new. That's part of the reason why I'm making this video right now, because if you're on eBay and you're tired of the fees, you can move over here to Pure Metals, and the buyers will save money and the sellers will save money, and you're just going to be around a bunch of like-minded people. It's beautiful what this community is producing. And I really just love how easy it is to navigate this site. Some bullion sites are difficult to navigate and it's hard to tell what's going on, especially on your phone, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's head on over here to platinum. There's 2 items available. Over here on silver, there's going to be 144 items available, which is really cool to see. As you can see, there's a bunch of unique different pieces, a good variety that you would probably have a hard time finding otherwise. And if you do end up finding it, you're probably going to have to eat the cost of a big eBay fee, whether you're buying or selling. Oh, look at this George Washington coin. That's cool. It's 1 troy ounce. That's unique. That's awesome. There's just super unique stuff on here. There's a kilo koala coin here. That's really cool. I can't wait to see how the inventory on this site, how the listings on this site expands over time. There's going to be some amazing pieces on here. I already know it. There's an entire point system. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but as a dealer, the more points that you have, I think the lower your fee is. So that means not only are the margins super cheap now, they're going to get even cheaper in the future as dealers build up their dealing cred, I guess you could say, and they have access to lower and lower fees. Now, moving on over here to the website on the phone, I was curious as to how this would look. A lot of bullion sites are already a little difficult to navigate, but they get even more difficult to navigate whenever you're trying to do it on your phone. But as you can see, the moment you pull up the site, it's very clear. Gold, platinum, silver, vintage silver. As you scroll down further, there's deals of the day where you can find all different types of unique pieces for a cheaper price. So if you're looking for a quick deal, you can find one there. And what's exciting about it is you never know what you might find. You never know what might get posted, because this is, of course, primarily from other silver stackers' stacks. So you might find something rare, might be able to catch a good deal on something that's hard to find otherwise. But the mobile version of the website is fantastic as well. It's very easy to navigate and get around on that, which is a great relief to me because that's primarily how I shop whenever I'm buying online. I am by no means an expert on this site. I don't know everything about it. I don't know about all the terms and conditions, but right off the bat, I can see it's professionally done. It solves the problem of high seller fees, so it's great for sellers and it's great for buyers because the prices are generally going to be lower. And it just feels good knowing that it's directly supporting another stacker. If you have any further questions about this, check out Pure Metals on YouTube. His email is also attached to his YouTube channel. You can ask him all kinds of questions. I'm sure he'd love to hear from you guys. His name is Nash, by the way. But anyways, guys, I think this is a huge thing for the silver and gold stacking community. I hope to see this website grow and grow and grow, and maybe buying your precious pieces on eBay will be a thing of the past. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an excellent day. Peace.